Or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check fam? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. Thank you guys for tuning in one more time. We got a full week of buttons that need to be checked. Chapters down below if you want to skip around. Sub button right there. Appreciate the time for helping the channel reach the mark of 80K. I don't even know why I should be focused on like 73 or 75. Either way, you get the point. So without further ado, we're about to get straight to these hot ass buttons that need to be checked. Let's go. All right, now onto them possible Injustice 3 leak buttons that need to be checked. This is a very interesting debate because apparently there's a leaker, that sounds like a weird term. Anyway, there's the Dataminer that was right, I guess, about some stuff in MultiVersusie that apparently now is hinting about Injustice 3, but there's big debate about it. Let's get these buttons. Right here, we got MultiVersusie. I'll put their information down below. Account dedicated to data mining leaks and reporting news about MultiVersusie. So that's interesting that they're coming over here to Injustice now. Anyway, they posted this a few days ago saying MultiVersusie shutting down is an injustice. Them doing it all again is another injustice. Leaving me without any leaks is yet again another injustice. And below that, they posted this saying 3. We talking about Injustice 3. FGC reacting saying the last 2 Injustice games didn't do or sell well. What makes you think a third one will? Hopefully this is true. Injustice 3 is long overdue, and hopefully an announcement of Injustice 3 is coming soon. Roofamonger jumps on this saying known multiverse leaker makes a none too subtle Injustice 3 tweet, if I could talk, adding saying now to be perfectly fair, writing Injustice 3 times in the main post and then replying 3 could actually mean Injustice 6. FGC reacts to that saying, yeah, sure. The MultiVersusie leaker knows about Injustice 3. Roofamonger, though, brings up a point saying the person who had access to multiverse leaks because he had a connection at Warner Brothers, the owner and the publisher of NRS games, yeah, man, that's far-fetched. You get what he's trying to say, but others still ain't buying it. They're like, still not trusting the leak, LOL, or facts, especially when it was said that they are focusing on Mortal Kombat / Batman games. And don't give me that Batman is Injustice shit, LOL. Injustice is a DC game, not a Batman game. Wrapping it up right here with Roofamonger again saying, huge paradigm shift coming in Injustice 3 that will change the comic-related medium as we know it. What if Superman was good? Might be crazy enough to work. And there you have it. Okay, so super interesting stuff, right? Because on one hand, people are like, why would it be why would the multiverse leaker, Dataminer, know anything about Injustice 3? But then Roofamonger brings up the good point. And yes, even though we got to take it with a grain of salt, obviously, as any leak, he had a connection at Warner Brothers, the owner and publisher of NRS games. So yeah, man, far-fetched, you know, kind of with that sarcastic undertone, like, yeah, is it really that far-fetched? I mean, if he has the connection over there and they're all kind of, you know, in that same house, he could possibly know some stuff. But going back to the other comments that were saying still not trusting the leak or facts, especially when they're focusing on Mortal Kombat / Batman games, it's because, you know, there was recent discussion about that. I remember not too long ago, Maximilian was talking about this. There was a clip about 5 months ago. We'll check it out right now. But he was going in, and I'm not sure where he was getting his sources from. Maybe they showed in this clip, I can't remember. But he was also talking about how he believed they were gonna start focusing on yet another Mortal Kombat. Let's check out the clip.
Effectively, WB was like down, I think in the terms of like hundreds of millions of dollars as a result of not so great decision making. So the problem is, at that point, they are like, hey, so we're going to focus on our hero franchises, just like those other companies. And they are specifically Game of Thrones, Batman, I think the term Batman Arkham stated explicitly, Harry Potter, like the Hogwarts games, and the other one is Mortal Kombat. That was the terms that were given. These are the 4 pioneering games of now WB Games. It's those 4. Some news dropped today. Related, now we're going to go back to what is related with Mortal Kombat 1. There was an individual, a Reddit user, and people are like, why is everybody listening to this guy? Well, if you go back and you look at the person's post history, that goes into like years, like almost like 2 years of talking about MK1. This person definitely has insider info, and I think that writing on the wall regarding this was that post from the CEO, was the whole the whole display of this is where we're moving forward with our franchises. Another thing, another reminder, Mortal Kombat 1 had its big ass massive DLC. That DLC came out in September. It didn't even chart top 20 in PlayStation from what I recall. And so we got 2 Mortal Kombats in a row, right? 2 MKs in a row. Okay, 2 MKs in a row. Cool. Some people happy about that. Some people not particularly happy about that. But you're about to get a 3rd MK in a row. Why is that? Everyone's like, well, what about Injustice 3? Did you not just hear the 4 games that they're working on? When it came to DC properties, there's no like Suicide Squad anymore. When it came to DC properties, there's no Batman game. We don't even know where the heck the Wonder Woman game is. That's got to eventually come out. An entire DC licensed, like, you know, not licensed, but an entire DC game once again was not listed there. It was Mortal Kombat. Based on what the CEO is literally saying, there would not be another Injustice, it would be another Mortal Kombat.
So there y'all have it, man. I think at the end of the day, it just all comes down to, we don't really know shit. We don't really know. I mean, you got one source here, another source there. Who knows? Maybe they're just like really good at fucking throwing us off the trail and they're gonna surprise us with their Injustice 3, or it's just gonna be another Mortal Kombat. At the end of the day, obviously, like anything else, we'll have to wait to see. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them, Daigo the Beast, talking about fans. Weird experience, well, one that he had to get used to at EVO Japan, and also how the systems were very laggy in throwing him off some of his matches, buttons that need to be checked. Damn, that was a long title. And also, oh, I forgot to, it's even longer. Also teasing us about his response to Mena RD buttons that need to be checked. All right, there we go. So we're gonna start it right here. This was just posted, I think, yesterday on his channel. Link down below so you can watch the full version. The first half is him talking about his new experience that he had to get used to when actually telling fans he could not sign autographs at the time. Let's check out the clip.
今回どうですかね。初
So
め
right here
て
he's saying
あ、
this is the first time since he basically started
試合前
that he
の
had to ask his fans
試合後にしてくれという
to
もう
wait
多
until the
分
matches were
プ
over
ロ
to
ゲー
get
マ
an
ーになってから
autograph.
初めてお願いしてましたね。あと一生できればポイント獲得だったみたいです。あ、そうなのね。なるほど。うん。そうなんですよね。ベガン大パンジャスパめっちゃ取れてる。あ、そうそうそう。まあそこら辺の話はちょっとまあ後々し
And
ま
right
す。
now they're asking him about certain matches and he's like, I'll talk about that later.
なんだ、初めてっていうかプロ1年目の頃はもちろん他にやることもないんで。
So right here he was like, his first year as a pro, there was nothing else to do but practice the
まあそれ
game.
からいろいろなんだかんだあって。
Lots of things
ほん
happened
とそれ
since
以来ぐ
then.
らいの
But this year he was able to
Game
focus on the game like he did his
日々を
first
送って
year.
るんで、まあファンさんももちろん大
I
事というのは
understand interacting with fans
重々
is
分
an
かった上で
important
も
thing,
ちょっとまあ試合前とかは
but I
集中し
wanted
たい
to
から
have some time to focus on my matches.
そっちを優先するということを初めて
He said, that's why I asked my fans to wait until the match was over. As a result, I was able to focus better on each match. Although there may have been other factors that played a role.
でその後とかにまあなんかちょっとサイン行列
He
と
says
か
afterward he signed
できたのを見
autographs
て
for them, but
て
then people actually started to
カ
form
フェ
a
の人が
line.
ちょっと
And
行
then
列できちゃう
EVO
と
staff had a problem with it, and they were like,
Yeah,
stop signing autographs and taking pictures. They told him it's
yeah,
not good to have a line of people
控えて
in
く
the
ださいみたいに
venue.
言われて、まあそれ以降はだからちょっと会場内だとちょっと無理ですみたいな感じで言いました。
So he had to start telling the people he
で
couldn't do
やっ
autographs
ぱそ
inside.
の実際こうサインを断ってみてわかるんですけど、試合前にこれを全部受けてたっていうのはやっぱちょっと異常だったなっ
He
て。
says signing autographs before a match is an abnormal thing. He
そ
can
れは
tell
削れ
how
ます。
abnormal it
削られます
was.
よ。
You know, this influences my
なの
performance.
でいやなんかそのコミュニティ
And I
が
realized
盛り
saying
上が
no
ってるから
wasn't
こ
an
そ、
option for me
まあ
now.
取れる選択肢だなと正直
Now that the FGC is
思い
booming,
ましたね。っていう。
that's how I felt.
あー
Okay, so there is that part of the interview. Like I said, there's way more. Link down below so you can check it out. And for those wondering why Nesto is you reading when we see subtitles, it's because I have caught shit before in the past when people are like, yo, I'm in my car, I can't read, or I'm at work, I'm just listening to you. Please read whatever you're watching. That way we could have the experience too. So therefore, I'm not trying to do overkill. I'm just trying to bring everybody to this party. You know what I'm saying? But either way, Daigo's talking about that. Very interesting. It just like, he's humble. He's used to being really nice. Hell, I remember when I saw him at EVO. This was like 2018 or something. I got his autograph, but he was cool. He was walking around vlogging and shit like that. Really cool guy. You know what I'm saying? We became best friends after that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, Daigo, please return my calls. Please return my calls and my text. It's cool. I don't want nothing from you. Just, did you get that shirt I sent you? I sent you the shirt and some of the lasagna. My mom made it. My mom made it. I told her it was for the Beast. For the Beast. Probably wasn't good by the time it got to Japan. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of these pro gamers, they are used to doing pictures, doing autographs, and they're nice. You know, they're respectable to their fans. I think for anybody, it would be hard to say no because you don't want to come off like an asshole. You want to come off arrogant. You appreciate the people that appreciate you. You know, it's a crazy ass feeling to have somebody come up to you and ask you for a picture and an autograph. It's amazing. To me, it's the most flattering thing in the world, right? But you can understand if you're in a competitive situation, you have to focus, you know what I'm saying? You have to be right here. And if it's constant, Daigo, 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 I mean, yeah, like he said, it was affecting him in a way, but now he's like, that is an option for me. I have to wait till these matches are done. Then going on to this next section, he was talking about how hot it is. Now I found this very interesting because remember, Punk was very outspoken. There was a lot of other pros too after the fact. They were like, yo, these PS5s were so, I can't talk today. These PS5s were so damn laggy. It was so hot. They probably shouldn't do it in this venue ever again. Daigo basically comes out and says the same thing. Check out the clip. The monitor got really laggy. It was so bad that I asked him, this is very laggy, right? After the match. It was pretty crazy, so I switched my strategies. Damn. I started mashing Demon Flip. I was able to beat him. He kept trying to do DP and was getting hit. It was a very laggy match. It was so bad that I teched the throw and my tech didn't even register. It's pretty bad. It kept me in suspense. They asked if it was because it was overheating. He said maybe, but maybe I should reset the monitor or the PS5. Maybe I could have prevented this, but I didn't know that before the match. That's how my matches were.
自分の試合に関してはそんな感じかな。もちろんここもっとこういう風にすればよかったなとかあるんですよ。対戦とかも。
He said, of course, there are things I could have done differently, like, you know, things against Mai. He really feels like he does the worst against Mai. He knows the least about her. So moving forward, he said he's going to keep up with his practice.
取り組んでいきますけど、あとはなんでしょうね。なんかトピックス。
Oh, check this out. This is where he teases Mena.
抱いた話。Mena.
That was it. Literally, that was it. He got done talking about that, and right when it started to get juicy, he goes, hey, chat, give me some topics to talk about. Somebody says Mena, and then he reads Mena, ? And it fucking, the damn video cuts off. Son of a bitch, they would keep you in suspense like that, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted with that because you know he has been on record, right? Responding to Mena, said he wants it to happen. I remember we got that interview when he was talking to Takedo about that. So we're like, okay, he's gonna do it. He just didn't know what time it was gonna be done. But since then, Mena won EVO Japan and called him out again. You know, it came off respectable, I think. You know, he was like, Daigo-san, let me know. Give me the location. I'm waiting for you. Since then, Daigo hasn't responded. And I was thinking he has to say something. He said that on a very public stage, you know what I'm saying, for the world to see. Fucking EVO Japan champion. It's not like he just lost and called him out again. He won the shit. You know what I'm saying? So Daigo has to say something. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be dramatic or anything, but I was thinking he has to say something. Daigo to me is not usually one that tweets stuff out, kind of like Mena. He'll usually put something in a video or he'll say it on a fucking stage, you know what I'm saying, or doing like a big interview like he did with Takedo. So anyway, we'll get some update to that, man. But how you feeling? He talking about it was very laggy. It was so laggy that he had to change his damn strategy. He was thinking maybe he could have avoided it by restarting the monitor or the PS5. And he was like, it kind of tanked a lot of shit. He even started talking to other people like, this is laggy, right? It's not just me. So anyway, hopefully EVO Japan can fix that shit. I don't know, maybe it's in a different venue next year. But then again, others that live out there or that have experience say there's not really many other options. So remains to be seen. But anyway, if Daigo updates us with this whole Mena talk, we'll keep y'all posted. How y'all feeling? Let me know. There it is, Butt Check family. Thank you guys for the amazing love. Appreciate you guys for stopping by one more time, man. I have a special shout out, man, from one of the Patreon homies. I think it's HeartLand. What is it called? Let me rewind real quick. It's HeartLand TKO. They have a series of like 8 tournaments in 6 states, starting from February to November. I'm gonna put the link down below so you can check out the Start GG, all that good stuff. We're gonna play a quick clip so you can get some info. Check it out. There it is one more time. Thank you guys for stopping by. We will see you soon. Matter of fact, I'm going to do my best to actually post 2 today. So one will be later tonight, and then of course for that HT tomorrow. Thank you guys for helping me check these buttons. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all, fellow. Peace. Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe. And now for that moment of FGC bliss. I haven't stopped in on one of these in a minute, but I had to for the homie Koustics. I don't know if you guys know, homie Koustics is doing the sumo thing now. I remember he posted a random tweet like a month ago or something like that saying he could really get into this sumo thing. And apparently he's actually been in the damn competitions and he's winning this shit. I think he just got 3rd. He posted this the other day saying, I got 3rd. Well, there you go. In a heavyweight division and 5th in open weight division. More posts and videos coming soon. And they posted this saying, yo, Koustics just had his debut sumo match and he won. Let's go. We'll post the clip. Enjoy.
Football. Oh. Kofi has some very strong skills from a little bit of football. Oh.
3rd place, first sumo tournament, 1 month of training.
1 month of training, first sumo tournament, annual Empire Cup, the first year inaugural. Your boy did it, 3rd in the heavyweights, and we only going up from here.